Before we get into solving the problem that we did yesterday and revising it, I want you to make sure you look at the guidelines for discussion in the poster before the slide, this section of the slide. Remember that as you do this, the important thing is that you're trying and you're doing your best. If you make a mistake, it is okay because that's how we learn. We learn from our mistakes. So as we go through this, please remember that and don't get frustrated if you didn't do it right because we're trying to learn and that's the important thing. So right now, I want you to uh, start. We're going to start by it says writing a number story to fit a number sentence. Write a two-step number story to fit the number sentence below. So as you can see, we have 12 minus 4 times 2 equals 4. Now, we have learned that when you're looking at a number sentence like this, you always do the area that has parentheses. These are parentheses. You do the parentheses first. So we're going to do 4 times 2, then we're going to subtract it from 12, and then we get 4. So 4 times 2 is 8. So 12 minus 8 is 4. So we know that that is the layout of this number sentence. So now we're going to try to come up with a story that goes with the number sentence. Now your story might be different than mine. I hope it is. It just needs to fit the number sentence. It just has to make sense. So I'm going to give you a couple options that you could have done, and maybe you can revise yours. Maybe you don't have to make it the same story as mine, but you have to make sure that it fits this number sentence. So if it doesn't, I need you to revise it, to change it. Revise means change so that it fits this number sentence. So the first one I'm going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and type here. I'm hoping that I'll be able to, let's see here, I'm not sure. I'm going to put this up here. There we go. I'm going to type right here. I'm going to start with, remember 4 times 2 is what you start with. So I'm going to start my first story. 4 girls went to a sleepover. They brought 2 dolls. There were 12 girls the sleep over. Oops, over. How girls did not get doll? Okay, that works. So they each brought 2 dolls. So 4 girls brought 2 dolls each to the sleepover, but there were 12 girls. How many did not get a doll? 4, because they brought them to share with each other. Now, that could be one of your stories. Another story could be, I'm going to click out of that and start a new one right down here. Another story could be uh, boys were soccer. 4 boys 4 boys made 2 goals. Boys are playing soccer. 4 boys made 2 goals each. If the team to 12 goals, how more do they? I'm sorry, this recording keeps stopping me, so I'm hoping it's not too glitchy for you. So this actually would be a question, so I'm going to write a question. So this one, boys were playing soccer. 4 boys made 2 goals each. If the team wanted to make 12 goals, how many more do they have to make? So if they made 2 goals, each boy made 2 goals, that would be 8. And then they wanted to make 12. So how many more do they have to make to get their goal, to reach what they wanted to do? So these are 2 different stories that match this number sentence. Make sure you look at your story. Make sure that you have 4 somethings. Each one had 2, doing something with 2, and then you're taking away that number from 12 somehow. So, and the final answer should be 4. So if your story matches that, then that's great. If not, revise it and fix it and make it so that it can fit that sentence. Now, like I said, you do not have to use my stories. I don't really want you to use my stories. I want you to use your own stories. But your story needs to match this number sentence.